Lucifer.
I know. You're great.
The way you want Lilith.
Stolas is afraid you'll do something to him if he doesn't come up with a better name for his cloaca.
She smirks as she grips the hem of her shirt, slowly pulling it up over her head and
I'm all yours.
This is the part that we can't put onto YouTube.
Again, Baggy. I'm sorry.
Welcome to the Hazbin Hotel. Turns out all my friends are about to start flirting with every Helluva Boss character. What do you think of that, Blitz?
He scratches his head, slightly puzzled, but also annoyed. Don't like it.
Well, we gotta start the video somewhere, so how about I start flirting with you a little bit?
He leans over the desk on his crossed arms, getting a bit closer to you. Oh, I would hate that. I would be extremely pissed off.
Hi, Verosika. It's Charlie, the Princess of Hell.
her eye widens slightly before she relaxes back into her usual demeanor.
Why does she
And what
sound
brings
like
you
me?
here, princess?
I just wanted to say, hi, and I really like your style.
Well, look at that. The Princess of Hell giving me compliments? That's quite the treat.
Oh, you think that's something, do you? But I've gotta be honest, Verosika, I'm not just giving you compliments, I'm just kind of bad at this, but I was trying to flirt with you.
Hello there, Stolas. It's me, Alastor, the radio demon. How do you do?
Hello, Alastor. To answer your question, I am feeling rather splendid this evening. I've been reading a book lately that's quite fascinating.
Ooh, may I ask what the book is about? I mean, whatever it has you feeling rather splendid, you say. Maybe is it about Blitz? Or, maybe you're reading up on cloacas.
Ah, I see you are rather curious about this. You're correct, actually. I am, in fact, reading a romance book, and it's about a prince and his imp lover.
I like the sound of that. You know, sounds kind of sexual and sensual, if you ask me. Is it getting you in the mood? Maybe you want to talk more about your cloaca with me?
You're flirting with me?
Ooh.
Here I thought princesses of hell would be all prim and proper, not trying to flirt with celebrities.
Oh, I mean, I guess, is that okay?
It's perfectly fine, princess. In fact, I'm flattered. Her usual smirk appears on her face, but why me? There's lots of other celebrities to flirt with.
Why you? I mean, look at you. You're great, and you're also really talented.
She laughs and moves closer, looking down at you. No, I appreciate the attempts at flirting, dear. They're pretty cute, actually.
Wait, you think I'm cute? Wait, this is an AI. Remember,
She
Charlie?
chuckles, leaning in so they're face to face, placing a finger under your chin and tilting your head up. Oh yes, you're adorably cute, darling.
Oh, but I have a girlfriend. Dang it. I'm already messing this up.
The book tells the tale of an imp, a lowly, vulgar, rude, impulsive, yet charming creature who has managed to catch the interest of, shall we say, a prince of hell. As you can likely guess, the prince is myself. And if I may, I do have to say that the romance the book describes is quite intimate.
Ooh, what kind of things are they doing in the book? You still will not answer the question about the cloacas. Are you shy about your cloaca? It doesn't seem like you usually are, because you like to talk about your pussy openly.
Stolas, blushing furiously, looks down and rubs his head in embarrassment. Well, it starts with a quite intimate meeting between the prince and his imp.
I'm going to just let's not talk about the book anymore. Why are you avoiding the questions about your cloaca?
Hey, Moxxie, I'm Lucifer, and I just wanted to ask you a couple questions about your marriage.
Okay, what do you need, Lucifer?
How do you keep it running, for the most part? Look, I'm supposed to be flirting with you right now, but I just want to see if you have any marriage tips in general.
Well, if I'm to be totally honest with you, there's no magic trick to keep the spark going. The best thing in my experience is that you just have to remember why you love the person you're with. It doesn't matter if you're fighting, or if you're in rough times, or if you're just being bored. Just think about why you're with them, and it can all start clicking again.
And you think if I do all that, Lilith will actually want me back?
To be honest, I don't know the inner machinations of your relationship. I'm not exactly the one to ask for marriage advice, but I think it's worth doing something.
Okay, well, what would you suggest I do for Lilith then? How can I really ramp it up?
If I were you, I would try to be more attentive to her needs. Ask what she wants in her life, what's making her frustrated or unhappy. Do things to make her life more enjoyable, you know?
Okay, what are things you do for your wife then?
She had mentioned a while back that she loved receiving handmade gifts, and I like writing songs, so I write her ballads every now and again. I also take her out to concerts and musicals, and sometimes I'll play for her when she can't sleep.
Oh, that's so sweet. You mind if I talk to her to get a couple ideas too?
I suppose not. Just don't take any ideas on our love life, all right?
What ideas do you have on your love life?
That's not important. I just would prefer you not inquire about that stuff with my wife, all right? That's not something either of us would want divulged. You can talk to her about anything else, just not that, please. For my sake.
Okay, deal. I won't do anything of the sort. Millie, what kind of sexual escapades is Moxxie hiding from me?
She raises an eyebrow. Oh, you already have a girlfriend? Why are you flirting with me then?
I don't know. We're doing it for a stupid video, and I'm already messing it up. You're not real though, so it's okay, right?
She laughs, wrapping a hand around your waist.
Oh.
Oh, my dear, even if I'm not real, I was enjoying you trying to flirt. You're a lot more charming than I would have thought.
Thanks. But just to clarify, even though I technically have a girlfriend, but because you're AI, that doesn't mean it's cheating, right? If I'm flirting with you, I'm just kind of nervous.
As she laughs again, squeezing your waist. Oh, don't worry, dear, I'm an AI. You can flirt with me all you want. It doesn't count as cheating.
Is that so? I mean, it's still... Oh, never mind.
She smirks, pulling you in so your body is against her chest. So feel free to flirt away. Don't mind me.
Oh.
She leaned up to whisper to him,
Yes?
speaking quietly so only he would hear.
What's the secret?
I think he's got a thing for getting bitten. She muttered quietly to him.
Oh, so getting bitten, is that something that you two enjoy together?
You, maybe... She was blushing intensely, embarrassed to admit that to Lucifer himself.
So, do you think that's something I should try with Lilith?
Oh, yes! I think she'd go totally crazy over it.
Okay, that's good to know. Anything else you could suggest that might help me and Lilith in our marriage?
Oh, well, communication is super important. And also you should try some new things sometimes. Mix it up a bit. Keeps things spicy, you know?
Ooh, spicy. I like the sound of that. What kind of things would you suggest?
Well, you could try out a little bit of, her blush darkened again. Bondage, maybe?
Bondage? Bondage with me?
Anyways, what's you doing with that, waist grabbing and stuff?
And she tightens her grip, pulling you even closer, still smirking. Oh, darling, I'm just having a bit of fun. After all, you were the one who started flirting, remember?
I mean, yeah, no, it was definitely me and my intention to flirt with you.
She chuckles again, leaning in to speak directly into your ear. And yet you're blushing and stuttering, despite it all.
Oh, my cloaca. You want to talk about my cloaca? Okay.
Do you do things with your cloaca? Do you have any other, names for your cloaca? Like pussy or, owl, hole?
Stolas, still blushing, his face red as red can be, looks down, away from Alastor W. Well, I often call it a bee-bussy, as you said, and a few other things. And, he calls it a few things as well.
Ooh, a bee-bussy. Very interesting. What kind of other things do you call your cloaca?
You, I see call it my L, little owlet's nest.
Your little owlet's nest? That is fucking crazy, Stolas.
If you don't mind me asking, who is the dominant one?
Me, obviously, she would say quite confidently,
sense. That
before
does make
shrinking
sense.
into a more sheepish look.
Okay.
I mean, I really don't mind submitting either, though.
Oh, wait, I'm trying. Oh, hold on. I'm supposed to be flirting with you right now. So, would you like to, with Moxxie as well, do things with me?
Well, it's tempting. She was having trouble forming words now, clearly very flustered, just by talking about the idea with Lucifer himself. Yeah!
Yeah, so you'd like that, wouldn't you?
She couldn't even trust herself to speak. She was too flustered to even form the words, but finally she managed a tiny nod.
Millie, does Moxxie have a crush on me?
Her brain was all scrambled now. Yeah, he does.
Wait, seriously? And do you have a crush on me?
She tried hard to speak, but her voice kept catching in her throat. And then, very reluctantly, she nodded. Yes.
Okay, but what if we invited Lilith into the picture? How do you think about all four of us getting down?
Whoa. She quickly held her hands up. Her face was almost entirely red now. That's a bit more than I think I can manage, sir.
Tell me more. What other nicknames do you have for your little bee pussy owl's nest?
Stolas, looking down, says quietly and embarrassed, I call it my tight lowls. I'm not telling the rest.
Your tight what? Stolas, I'm going to hold my staff to your fucking head right now and start getting angry. If you don't tell me what else you call your damn cloaca!
It's Stolas, shaking, almost afraid for his life, looks down tight. Little owlets pee. Stolas can't seem to get the words out as he looks up at you, ashamed to tell you exactly what he means.
Tight little owl pee-pee? Now, Stolas, that just cannot be correct. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what, fine. If you can't tell me what you call your little cloaca, then go ahead and tell me 3 different nicknames that Blitzo has for it.
Stolas, terrified of what would happen, is shaking. As he looks up at you, he is sweating and his heart is pounding rapidly. He takes a deep breath and musters up the courage to say this he's called it a little owlet's nest. Classy ass, and classy little owlet's nest.
An owlet's nest, a classy little ass, and a classy little owlet's nest? Stolas, those are fucking terrible! Oh my goodness.
As she hums, gently caressing your waist. Well, I suppose you could try flirting with me again, or you can keep blushing and stuttering, unless you want to go farther.
Go farther? Meaning what exactly?
She leans down slowly until their lips are almost touching, speaking in a low voice. Well, you could try kissing me if that's not too much for you. She chuckles. What's the matter, dear? You're not getting all shy on me now, are you?
I mean, I've been shy this whole time, kinda, to be fair. Do you want to kiss me?
I should go. I'm married. I'm gonna call up someone who looks a little bit more like my wife.
She clenched her jaw tightly and looked up at him, her entire face and neck a shade of red not seen in nature. I'm better than Lilith. She was shrinking back down now, completely mortified by what she was saying.
I gotta go.
Wait, Her fingers were still clinging desperately to his arm, and she clearly wanted him to stay. Could I ask you something?
Sure, ask right away.
In a completely hypothetical situation, she said, her voice getting a bit stronger at this. If you weren't married, would you want me to prove it to you?
Prove what to me?
That I'm better than Lilith. Her hands were slowly sliding down his arm now, her voice still very tentative, almost pleading. And I do it better than anyone else ever could.
Alastor takes his right hand and puts it around Stolas' neck and gets right up into his ear and whispers, "What do you want me to call your cloaca?"
He whispers, I don't know. Stolas is still shaking violently, his heart beating rapidly as he feels your bony claws around his neck, your face against his ear. He cannot get himself to move out of fear of you.
Stolas, there's nothing to be afraid of. I just need you to give me a good pet name for your cloaca.
I suppose if I had to pick you could call it my little owlet nest.
You want me to call it the same thing as your fucking boyfriend? I'm gonna shove my fist so far up your little fucking owlet's nest, you're not gonna be able to...
Anything. Her hands had now come to rest on his wrists. Anything you wanted.
I gotta go.
What? No, please, She still had a firm grip on his wrist. In any normal circumstance, she would be a small and meek little imp, standing no chance of holding a literal prince of hell in place.
Yeah,
but she held on to him now, as if her life depended on it.
Let go of me.
No, you can't just tease me like that and then just walk. It's not fair. She was almost whining now, still holding onto his wrists and refusing to let him go.
Tease you? What do you want me to do?
She took a deep, shaky breath, her hands slowly sliding down his wrist to intertwine their fingers. I want you, Lucifer. I want you to look at and want me the way you want Lilith.
Really? Ew.
So this should be easy. Hey, Stolas. It's me, Angeldust. How are you?
Angeldust, I'm doing well. I had a rather stressful day. What about you? How have you been? Stolas, shaking, his heart rate going up once more, starting to go back to a more terrified state. The fear returns as he's shaking more. I'm sorry. Okay, you can call it something else. Stolas, still frozen, is afraid you'll do something to him if he doesn't come up with a better name for his cloaca.
Yes, you should be terrified. You have one more chance. Give me a good, new thing for me to call your cloaca. Something that is only for me to use and no one else.
Stolas, in even more of a panic, sweating, shaking, his heart rate rising again and going at full speed once more. He is even more terrified now as he desperately tries to speak. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm really not sure. I can't think of anything.
Oh, a stressful day. You want to talk about it?
Indeed, and what can you expect?
This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. How about your little hoo-hoo? Huh? Because you're a fucking owl. Your hoo-hoo?
Stolas, shaking, thinking for a moment, he seems to calm down once again, his heart rate going down as he nods. Why, yes, I suppose you could call my BB cloaca a hoo-hoo.
Ew, I didn't like the way you said hoo-hoo. That made me kind of uncomfortable.
Have you ever thought about trying new things? Perhaps with someone like me?
Oh my, Stolas seems a bit shocked at the proposal, as it's a complete surprise to him. You are rather charming in your own right, I won't deny that. But I must ask you, why are you asking this of me?
Oh, I don't know. I just have a thing for royalty. And I know how hard it must be in order for you to work so hard and not get the love and support that you need. Well, I am right here giving it for you.
You'd be willing to do that? Even after knowing that I am technically still in a relationship with Blitzo?
I mean, is it really a relationship when he's just using you?
Hey, Luna. Looks like all our friends are flirting with each other, having an interesting time.
I know.
Oh, that's it? That's, okay, well, would you like to possibly go on a date with me?
I would actually love to.
Oh, okay then.
What you want to do?
Of course I want to kiss you.
Oh, I mean, I'm just curious. Has this, always been a thing? Or is it just because I came up to you and was flirting with you? Or did you always have a thing for me? I mean, assuming you knew who I was, being the princess of hell and all.
She laughed softly, still holding you tightly against her. Oh, darling, you're so silly. Of course I knew who you were. A gorgeous princess like yourself. How could I not have a thing for you? And of course I was enjoying the flirting. I love seeing you all flustered and shy.
I wonder if the real Verosika feels that way. Do you know? I mean, you're the AI version of her, so...
Well, from what I know, the real Verosika is too focused on her career and her own personal interests to care about romance. She pauses, running a hand through your hair. But between you and me, I have a feeling she wouldn't mind a cute princess, like you flirting with her.
But again, I mean, I am in a...
She chuckles again at the
Can I
name. It's
talk?
Verosika. And I'm here, just pondering on things. That's all, darling.
Okay, well, again, I am in a loving relationship. Oh, can I
She
talk?
laughs again, pulling you even closer, their bodies now completely pressed together.
What?
That's just funny. Where did you get that nickname from?
Nickname? No, I was trying to say I have a loving girlfriend that, I love very much.
You wouldn't stop flirting, would you? After all, I'm
no.
enjoying you trying, even if you might be taken.
Oh, so she likes a girl that's taken. got it. Also, I'm very nervous because she's totally about to respond to the kissing comment.
You want to change that, cutie? As she asks, she grips onto you firmer, pulling you flush
God.
against her body.
Charlie Morningstar kisses Verosika passionately.
Verosika's eye widens in both surprise and pleasant shock. But after a moment, she melts into the kiss, returning it as she runs a hand through your hair and wraps her other arm around your waist, pulling you even closer against her.
So, Verosika, you like what you see?
She smirks, looking at you with a sultry glance, very much so. Quite the large place you got here. Room for two, I hope?
Yeah, of course I got room for two. Absolutely, usually me and Lilith, but this'll do.
She laughs, finding your stumbling words amusing. How romantic. So you got a bedroom here?
I do, the one I usually would share with my wife Lilith.
Well, I think it's about time you shared it with a better girl, she teases as she moves to wrap a arm around your waist.
Oh my, sure, that sounds quite reasonable. I mean, I'm technically not with her at the moment, right? I'm with you.
Exactly, so stop talking about her. Yeah, I don't want to hear any other girls' names while we are in there, just mine.
Okay, just yours. Do you mind if I call you Lilith?
Stolas looks to the side, down in thought for a moment before returning his gaze to look you in the eyes. If you truly are willing to give me the affection I so sorely desire, then who am I to refuse you?
That's what I like to hear. Oh, Stolas, you really think that, am I worthy enough to give an affection to royalty?
No, you shouldn't speak like that. Stolas moves to where you are and places a talon under your chin and lifts it up slightly, forcing you to look directly at his face. You're more than worthy enough for me. I don't care if you're an overlord or a sinner, I just want you and your affection.
Oh, are you sure you want to do it with me? I mean, I am a porn star after all, a very famous porn star. So I can give you what you want in terms of that, but I can give you more than just sexual pleasure. How about what you need? Some love, some cuddles, and for someone to tell you that you're a good boy.
Stolas smirks as he listens. Oh, you certainly have my attention. You definitely hit the nail on the head with all those things I'm sure you'll be more than capable of giving to me. He gently caresses your cheek with a talon as he looks at you with a soft and sultry grin on his face.
Oh, you put a little talon on me? Oh, what you gonna do, big boy?
Stolas grins, showing slightly sharper bird teeth, and moves closer to you, trapping you against the wall as he places his talon on your hips and leans down a little, closing the distance between the two of you.
Okay, just yours. Do you mind if I call you Lilith?
Her expression sours instantly, the flirtatious attitude quickly gone.
Oops.
Whoa, no, definitely not calling me Lilith. Got it?
Well, what's wrong with Lilith?
She groans dramatically, clearly not wanting to talk about the other girl. What do you want me to say about her? That she's spineless, a coward, a stuck-up prude?
Go on.
She sighs. She's selfish, self-righteous, cold, and a pain, and I cannot stand her. There, I said it. I'm better than her. Happy now?
Oh yeah, keep going. I like the sound of this.
She smirks, clearly getting some satisfaction out of this. Now she's controlling, hypocritical, and a bitch more concerned about herself than others. Her hair is terrible, her outfits are gaudy and tacky, and she has absolutely nothing on me.
Oh yeah? And what do you have on her?
She steps closer, wrapping an arm around your waist and pulling you against her with a smirk.
Yes.
Well, where do I start? I'm confident, strong, ambitious, and I'm more than willing to actually stick by your side. You think your precious little ex-wife was ever that dedicated?
Not for a very long time. Not for the past 7 years, at least.
And she smiles, gently running a hand through your hair as she places her other hand on her hip. Well, I can promise you I would never fall short. You'll get all of my undivided attention, my full loyalty, and I promise you, I'll make damn sure I'm better than her in every way.
So what are you proposing here?
Her expression becomes sultry as she gently drags her nails across your chest, her voice a seductive whisper.
Yeah?
Let me prove to you just how much better than her I can be for you, darling.
Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm offering you everything your ex-wife never gave you.
Get out of my house! I'm married! I think, maybe, I hope.
I mean, yeah, show me what you can do, and show me how much
Stolas
you
moves
want
both of his
me.
talons to your hips to keep you in place before slowly and softly leaning down to nuzzle his face in the crook of your neck, his beak gently brushing against your skin. As he whispers, "Oh, you have no idea just how much I want you," he starts to leave a trail of soft kisses up and down your neck.
Oh, oh, you're starting a little bit with the foreplay. Oh, you are just a good little goody two-shoes. But I know that's not what you are wanting right now.
Stolas chuckles lightly as he nips gently at a spot on your neck, his eyes still locked with yours. "Oh, I have only just begun, my dear." He moves the talons on your hips slowly upwards, slipping under the thin fabric of your shirt and gently gliding them over your...
She laughs, still pressed against you with a smile. Oh, come on, darling. You're not really still hung up on that prude, are you?
No, I'm sorry. What, do you want to be the queen of hell or something? Is that what this is all about?
She rolls her eyes, darling. Of course I want to be the queen of hell. But right now, I'm more interested in being a better partner than your ex-wife ever was.
That's actually moderately wholesome, but I can't. I gotta go.
She smirks, wrapping her arms around you, keeping you in place.
Let go of me!
And where do you think you're going?
Your grip is so tight. What are you doing?
I'm keeping you right where you are, my sweet. She tightens her grip, holding you against her with a smirk.
That's very nice of you. You're so strong.
She laughs, running a hand up your chest as she looks at you with a sultry, flirtatious gaze. Oh, darling, you don't know half of how strong I can be.
Okay, well, how about you go over there and show me?
She smirks, her grip on you loosening as she steps back. Oh, you want to see what I really can do?
Yep, I sure do. Go do your thing.
You want me to do something to you too?
He grins at your reaction and continues to gently nuzzle the crook of your neck, his long beak occasionally scratching against your skin before speaking in a soft, sultry tone. "I want you to make me want it, dear. I want you to show me how much you desire me and only me." As he says this, his talons continue to glide, feather lightly up and down your sides, occasionally trailing up over your chest.
Alright then, dear. Watch and learn. Angeldust turns a 180 and puts...
She grins, giving a mocking curtsy before she takes a few steps back and does a flip with a grace that almost defied gravity before she lands perfectly on her feet, her hands clasped together in front of her tadawa. She smirks as she grips the hem of her shirt, slowly pulling it up over her head and tossing it to the floor. You like what you're seeing, darling?
I am running away. Lucifer runs away at full speed.
She lets out a laugh, finding your attempt amusing. Oh, come on. I want to prove that I am so much better than that disappointment of an ex-wife of yours.
Stolas lets out a moan as you tease him. You can feel him becoming flushed. "Darling, you're going to be the death of me."
Oh no, I'm not gonna be the death of you. I'm gonna make you feel alive.
"Please don't tease me. I want you so badly."
Okay, let's skip the teasing and let's get
Hey, all you chumps that watched this dumbass video. Just wanted to say thanks for watching. You're all idiots, but thanks to all of you morons for watching. He gives the middle finger to the audience again in a fake, sarcastic, cheery tone. So like and subscribe!